I love scuba diving. More toys. Can you get a close-up of this for me, Kev, please? Do you see what it is, guys? It's just a little threaded rod with some knurls on the end. If you're a serviceman, whether you're doing your own or somebody else's, doesn't matter. You're a serviceman and you get a first stage, a modern first stage, you get it out of here. There's usually at least 4 low pressure ports and there's usually at least 2 high pressure ports. And you take it all apart, okay? You service it, clean it. So you get the first stage completely clean, inside and out. You replace it with all the original factory parts from the service kit and it's all ready to go. Now what do? Well, now you have to work on all the other parts. Meanwhile, this sits over there. This little knurled knob goes into the low pressure ports. That's exactly what it's for, just like that. Plugs it completely. You put them in, the kit that you buy for this has them all. It has 4 or 5 low pressure plugs and 2 high pressure plugs. You put those plugs in and it looks kind of funny, but it's completely sealed. No chance of any water, salt, dirt, dust, bad words, anything getting into this first stage. It's ready to go. Set it to one side, and when you come back to it a day later or 2 days later to finish the rest of the regulator, you know that it's perfect. It's a neat idea. I like it. I don't know. It's a goofy little thing. Okay, all right. So I like it. Along the same lines, you can also pick this up. And this is for the second stage. This, I'm pretty sure this is plastic. It's the same idea. Let me show you this one here, Kev. It's 2 parts. It comes apart. See that? It's 2 parts. And they do fasten together, like so. That's the way they're packaged. So what is this for? Well, the same applies as with the first stage. You can plug everything while you work on the other stuff. Same applies to your second stage. This thread fits into the second stage hole where the hose goes in. You've taken it apart, of course. So you can actually take your second stage, here I have one right here, and you can see that not this particular one, but this one here goes right over that thread, seals it up nice and tightly. Okay? And the other part, well, this goes into the hose, into the end of the hose that goes onto there. That end is a special end. Yes, it's not you can't pick that up at your local Harbor Freight or Canadian Tire. It's a special end. So there's this special plug for it. Same idea. So now you got your first stage, your second stage, all set up, all sealed up, ready to go where you do the hoses and the computer and the battery changes and everything else. Speaking of other neat little gadgets, I'm walking around and I see this, I look at it, it said, brass DIN plug with pressure release. It's a threaded opening, and so you actually screw the regulator in. And there are various things around for protecting that valve. A DIN valve protector, there's a plastic cap that goes over it, there's a plastic cap that screws in and so on. But this is really neat. This is really a nice one. It comes with a protective black plastic cover. It's quite possible while you have your DIN valve capped, that some air could come out, whether you accidentally turn the valve or someone else actually turns the valve or it's leaking a little bit, whatever. And so pressure builds up. Well, that creates a minor problem because if pressure builds up, you can't get this out. Now, without a lot of effort, you're going to take a wrench, a socket, and work away at it. There's high pressure behind it. Could be 3,000 PSI or more behind it. You're trying to get this out at the last minute. Finally, boom, and the O-ring. So this has a pressure release. Yes. Before you unscrew it from your DIN valve, you simply press that button. And any pressure that's in there is released. You take it out. That was a kind of a neat gadget. Again, I can't say you're going to need these. I'm not telling you to buy them. I'm just saying they're pretty neat. You should wander around your dive store. As I mentioned earlier, one of the nicest things about the sport of scuba diving is that new and sometimes very, very useful, very helpful things are being released all the time by manufacturers and by independent companies as well. These items all came from a scuba accessory company called XS Scuba. There's Innovative Scuba, and there's Trident Scuba, all kinds of companies that specialize in all these little extras that make scuba diving fun and easy. Wander around your dive store, see what's new. I thought these were pretty neat, and that you guys, especially you guys servicing your own gear, might be interested in hearing about. So there you go. Some neat stuff for scuba divers to play with.